Hey guys, welcome to a special My Cassette free episode of Game & Watch for Yakuza 4.
Finally.
We're joined by GeForce, is it GeForce.com?
Yep.
At GeForce.com's Jimmy Thang.
Hello.
And yeah, we just got finished installing the game, which seemed to take way too long. It's definitely my least favorite part about owning a PS3. And yeah, we're going to give this a shot. It comes out, by the time you hear this, should be coming out today. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. Now, Jimmy, you said you played the original Yakuza, right?
Yeah, I played the original Yakuza on PlayStation 2 because I wanted to play something that was sort of like Shenmue. Because I was a huge Shenmue fan back in the day on the Dreamcast. I played through both of them. And this is coming from Sega, and I guess is a similar type game. A similar style, so I was intrigued by it. But I only played it for about maybe 3-4 hours at most.
Really?
Yeah, I just sort of... it's not because I didn't like the game, I just had to move on with other things. I think I was doing other stuff in life or something, so...
So what are you trying to say is those 3 to 4 hours are was the best time of your life, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did did it actually live up to your comparison to Shenmue? Like, was it similar, or...?
No, it's a bit more like GTA in a way, I guess. Not even, because it's sort of slower paced. I think GTA is very much action based, whereas this one... It's almost a hybrid now that I think about it, because it is very story based like Shenmue.
Mm-hmm.
In the first game, though, you played as... I would imagine you're playing as the same guy, but you played as some sort of gangster who redeems himself, I believe.
Okay.
He was a Yakuza member, and then I think he got out of that, and then sort of I think his past life sort of caught up with him, and he was sort of dragged back into that world. And that's the extent I played of it. I didn't really get too much farther into that.
And you never played the following Yakuzas?
No, I don't have a... I think the following ones came out on PS3, and I didn't have a PS3, so...
Okay. So you don't know if it's just like the same story every time where he's trying to redeem himself?
I would imagine it's continuations. I'm not positive.
Okay. So one thing I don't like already is I can't skip this cutscene. So here's hoping it's, not 20 minutes long, otherwise this is going to be the entirety of the Game & Watch. So
I think that people who do play this game...
are watching for the story. I think that's the in-game phone, Jimmy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's...
It sounds exactly like my phone. Like, I literally grabbed my pants pocket.
Jimmy was like reaching into
I'm
his
like
pants.
so
thinking it was his phone.
unprofessional.
I know, right? And like I'm like, yeah, of course Jimmy's phone did ring during a Game & Watch.
It sounds exact. I'm serious. I can bring my phone here. You can call it. It sounds exactly like that.
So do you carry like a landline around with you? Like, is that how it works? How long's the extension cord on that?
It's about 2 feet.
Yeah, but the go. I don't know if that quite gets you to San Jose and back. All right, come on.
I don't know if this is the star, but if it is, it's a different guy, or rather, he looks different.
Okay, maybe he's just way older.
Maybe. It's an odd looking phone.
That's an odd looking phone.
It's kind of old school phone.
Yeah, he doesn't have an iPhone. What's that about?
So, like I was saying earlier, I know you wanted to skip the cutscene, but I think that's the big appeal for people who play.
It's kind of like, I guess it is kind of like Shenmue in that respect, where I mean you're playing it a lot for the story. Right. Did you find the story in the first one compelling, or from what you played?
I mean, it had an interesting premise, I like redemption stories of guys who were gangsters and whatnot and try to leave that life and get sucked back into it.
So are you a big fan of, actually I guess,
Unforgiven was like that, if you saw the Clint Eastwood movie. There's like a couple animes like Kenshin that's like that as well.
Was The Departed like that? It wasn't, right? No.
No, The Departed, it was the good guy was always good.
Right.
So
what's interesting is they've, instead of translating it, instead of redubbing it, they've apparently just subtitled it, which I respect actually. I'm fine with that.
Can you actually change it? Like, I mean, I would play like this too. But...
I don't think you can. I suspect it would be on by default if you could.
Okay.
And I think that's part of the way Sega's trying to keep down the cost as well. So instead of rehiring voice actors, they can just subtitle it. So.
I think Yakuza 2. I'm not. Is that PS2 or is it PS3? I don't remember.
That was PS2, I believe.
Okay, so did that one actually come over? Because I think there was some sort of talk that initially that it wasn't going to come over, and I think maybe fans rallied to get it over.
I don't know. I know Yakuza 3 did come over, but it was heavily censored.
Oh, okay.
Yakuza 2, that's a good one. I'm not sure. So, funny story actually about Yakuza 3 is my friend, he really wanted to play Yakuza 3, and so he imported it. And he speaks a little bit of Japanese because his girlfriend's Japanese, but he doesn't speak much. So he was trying to play through it, and the game's, you know, heavily dialogue based, and he couldn't figure out like what to do half the time. So he would have to convey where he was stuck to his girlfriend in Japan. She would help him, like, you know, over the internet. Like, you know, he would send her pictures.
It's like
or
a
something.
long distance video game relationship.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, okay, this looks like more in-game graphics. I think I'm gonna be playing soon. After he climbs down this 50-story fire escape or whatever
It's actually a 2D side scroller. You didn't know.
It's actually Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I'd be all over this game over Donkey Kong in Japan. So speaking of which, actually, this game is coming out at a very odd time.
Right.
Just given the events that happened in Japan.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just a very strange timing for this.
I think this hasn't changed, it seems like, from Yakuza 1. The people that you talk to, they don't actually speak, do they? It's just all like...
I
like,
believe the show was in Yakuza 3 as well.
Okay, I think that's a bit outdated, because even Shenmue 1 had the audio dialogue, and you could skip it if you wanted.
It is a little bit jarring when you go from these like heavily, you know, heavy
right, like Mass
vocals.
Effect
Exactly.
And stuff like that.
Alright, so I got a memo. I really wasn't reading any of that, so... Yeah, rice ball.
So I think this sort of stuff here is reminiscent of Shenmue a little bit in terms of the dialogue that doesn't really do anything. It's just sort of, they put it in there to, like, oh, it's kind of realistic. And I know some people like that stuff, and I would imagine other people hate it.
Right.
Where do you fall with that stuff?
I fall on the hated line, personally. I mean, I'm more... I've always been about, like, pure gameplay. Like, if I want, like, an immersive story... First off, I won't get into it too much. I do feel like games aren't the best medium for immersive stories. And if that's what I wanted, I would play, you know, I would watch a movie or read a book or something. That's not to say story doesn't have part in video games, but... when it's a focus, I just lose interest almost immediately, so...
So, yeah, I mean, this is similar to the first game as well. You fight, like, you know, loan sharks and gangsters out on the street and stuff like that.
That's what my friend, that's what my friend's telling me is basically, like, based on his experience with the previous one. You just go around Tokyo, like, punching people. And that's kind of the extent of the game, but...
That's generally what I do when in my everyday life.
When you visit Tokyo?
Yeah. Or just in general.
Anywhere?
You go out for a jog and just start punching people.
So that's where you go every night. Okay.
Yeah. When you see, like, blood on my shirt, yeah, it's not ketchup like I say it is.
I just thought you were a sloppy eater, but... this is not gonna... They're not happy about this.
Oh.
Street punks. And I think that's what it says in Japanese too. Whoa. So Micah has this interesting thing where if you can spin your character and it looks ridiculous in place, he instantly doesn't like the game, and I kind of fall on that.
Really?
That looks really silly.
Oh,
like
my
there's there's no sense of momentum.
Whoa, he's got like weird kicks.
Yeah, this is like Street Fighter here.
That's a very interesting merit to judge a game by. If I spin awkwardly, this game sucks.
It is a very odd merit on which to rate a game. Yeah, I don't think it's a make or break it scenario. It does.
So do you do that from every game from now on?
It's not something. It's not something I consciously do, but it's something I do notice, like just playing it. Because there's, you know, times when you want to switch directions quickly, and you'll be like, "Wait, how did he do that?" Oh god, I've been playing.
X.
Yeah, I've been playing too much DS recently. I couldn't remember what X is anymore. All right, so I can. Let's go. Okay, I can grab them. That's cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go over there.
And you turn to Super Saiyan. I see with the fire.
Yeah, he is definitely either Super Saiyan or Supersonic.
I did that last week out in the streets, and people just looked at me weird. They're like, "Why is that guy on fire? And why is that fire blue?" And then I was like,
and it was actually just like a really hot fire, right? Like you were actually just burning.
Yeah, I was actually burning, and nobody was helping me.
That's not cool.
I was like screaming for my life, and people were like, "Why is that guy on fire?" That's pretty resilient fire with the rain, you know, coming down.
That's true. Yeah,
strong.
you would think it would.
So how's the combat?
You know, I mean, again, I'm not like a huge fan like of fighting games, so this isn't really, you know, like I wouldn't spend time to get used to getting into this. But
Okay.
I will say, like, it actually does feel really visceral. Like, I like how responsive it feels. It doesn't feel like there's a delay between your action when you press a button and your action. So I do like that. It does seem like it'd be pretty easy to get into. So
It almost looks like it's a Master's game. I don't know. There's probably
yeah,
depth to it.
there probably is. I was honestly just mashing buttons there, but that was the
Right.
first fight too, so
Right.
you can't really gauge anything by it. But I can assure you, I used no skill in that fight at all. I mean, I was spinning in circles for half the battle. So
So what do you think about the graphics?
graphics they look good. Yeah, I have no major complaints. Yeah, I think the things look fine. What do you think?
I think the streets look pretty nice and wet, but it looks almost like a really nice Dreamcast looking game to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It does look. I think that's because I feel like they didn't go for as much details like GTA does, and it lends itself more of a stylistic appearance, which is reminiscent of the Dreamcast era. So
Like, I mean, I think if you look at it compared to like Heavenly Rain, it's a bit lacking, don't you think?
yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that. Heavy Rain definitely did look good. I also hated that game. So
Because you hate anything that's good. The characters must have spun awkwardly then.
yeah, well, you couldn't really even spin in place on that game because you had to hold down like the walk button, and then you had to kind of shift your gaze around in order to make his body follow. So
Gotcha. So it kind of indirectly passed the Micah test in a way.
yeah, exactly
They
right.
cheated the system.
They did. They found a loophole.
ああ、お疲れっす。って兄貴、びしょ濡れじゃないっすか。
新井の兄貴は
ああ、頭なら今、柴田の組長さんのお供で、そこのビルの見学に行ってますが。
Okay,
村城ヒルズか
looking at a new building. Still can't skip the cutscene.
の話じゃ、本格的な建設が始まる前に、何としてでも真島組に顔を売らなきゃなんないとかで。
So have you seen any movies about, besides anime, about the Japanese mafia? Or
Not really.
okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I did watch Tokyo Drift.
Ah.
And I'm sure that was a very accurate account of
Nice.
what the.
I played Initial D in the arcades.
What's that?
It's Initial D. It's the that Tokyo Extreme driving game.
Oh,
Drift
okay.
up and down the hill and stuff.
何かあったんすか。
So it's pretty much like I'm Yakuza, right? I mean,
I think you
that-
are.
That's what it means, right?
Right.
今あそこに上野
That is exactly what that means.
上野。上野ってあの、
Dick
上
wads.
野清和会ですか。
What is this rated?
So like what you said, I think Yakuza 3 was
そうですか。
when they ported it over to the US, they took some stuff out. Did you
They
know
cut a
about
lot of content. They
Was it sex
Sega-
stuff or is it?
It was
violence?
sex stuff. Like there was. I mean, I don't know all the details, but one of them was like something like a. What's the word I'm looking for? Not like a sex club, but like a sexual type club in Japan that they. I forget what the
You
name
mean a
is.
strip club?
Well, no, it wasn't a strip club though. It was.
It's like you don't have sex, but they're naked.
Yeah,
They take off the
I
clothes,
honestly
like
don't remember the
strip
details, but I just remember they pulled the whole chapter, but they didn't think it would translate here. People wouldn't know what it is, even though I think it was just.
It sounds like a strip club to me.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we have those here.
it's true. We do.
寄付って形で上場会に
I wonder if that like it hurt the game like in terms of the context.
Yeah, I don't know. It may have, and then I also know there's a lot of backlash about it. And Sega apparently cut very little from this game. There's like one thing they changed, to my understanding, but they left pretty much the entire thing intact, which is good. 'Cause I do feel like you should be presented
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
author
It's
is.
like the director's cut. right?
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
で、ああ、
Speaking of which, have you seen Avatar director's cut? I have not seen that.
No, I have
よ
not.
くわかんないっす。
All right, we've already had one Game Watch. We just talked about for half time about Avatar. We don't need
really?
another. Yeah,
Okay.
our very first Game Watch actually.
Which game?
Monsters. Or was it that Monster Hunter?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that one.
No, you weren't. But
兄貴。
So I think I like stories a lot, but this is essentially like it looks like a monologue. I'm not
Yeah.
following it per se, but it's a really long dialogue in a static room between these two guys,
yeah, exactly. And
which is an odd pacing for games in this day and age,
it is very
with
obvious.
like sort of ADD attention span kids out there and stuff like that.
What?
いいんじゃないですか。
With ADD attention span kids,
What?
I hate you.
だからお前は 使えねえんだよ。
Yeah, we are brain dead.
That guy in the back looks weird.
Yeah.
秋山さん。
See, I don't know. Another problem I have with the game cutscenes is they just all feel like so plodding and paced. Like I feel like if this were actually a movie, it would be cut so much tighter. Like in order to keep the pace flowing, you know. It feels like they don't want to load a different room, so they just keep everything in this one room for as long as possible.
ええ。今日は
The cutscenes do look good though. I mean,
Yeah, they look better than the end game.
yeah, they do.
They still have the,
あ、はい。
I think the effect of like clothing being stuck on you type of.
Yeah, they do. There was one game I saw recently that did a pretty good job with that.
Is it Uncharted or something? Uncharted
No,
was
even
pretty good.
Uncharted has a glue. And they do a good job. They do an okay job with that, but I can't remember what the game was. But
I think this is a different guy than the first one.
yeah,
He looks a lot different. I mean, granted, I haven't seen him rendered on the PS3, so maybe they just added some detail, but it looks a bit
すみ
different.
ません。お恥ずかしい限りで。
are you saying you can barely tell the difference? To me?
All Asians look the same.
Racist.
I'm actually Asian, so don't flame me. I can say
No,
that.
please. Well,
I can say that stuff.
and you can still flame him. Rest assured.
Yeah, I am a flamer.
It's true. I can vouch for his Asianness, though.
ええまあ
So I imagine this would be a little bit more interesting if we were paying attention.
Right. I can't afford to
But,
though.
yeah.
I just... And this guy looks
Like,
really beautiful.
see, I mean, for me, like, just for me personally, like, playing this type of game, I would have turned it off already, if I were playing by myself. Like, in fact, my roommate tried playing this game. He's like, oh, this game looks really cool, just based on the box art and what the pictures on the back. And he put it in, 10 minutes later, he's like, I'm done. I can't do it. just too much talking,
Yeah.
so...
I mean, I think it's a preference thing. It's, I mean, like, if you really like action games and if you just really want to get to the gameplay and you don't enjoy story in games, you're probably not
Well,
going to enjoy this.
That's
game.
why making an action game seems such a weird contrast for the story. Like, why not? Like, adventure games make a little more sense because the pacing's like, consistent. But in this game, you go from like, an action-oriented sequence to these really just oddly paced cutscenes.
So how would you fix it, if anything?
I would cut the cutscenes.
Okay. But I think if that's like the primary draw, like let's say like the cutscenes are the
Then I
primary
wouldn't
draw,
right.
and
Okay,
then you still need a gameplay mechanic.
well, I would have made it a movie.
But then if you're Sega, you don't really have that option. So what
That's
would you do?
true.
So like if you were Sega and you wanted to make, because you're a Japanese developer and you wanted to make a game about the Yakuza, and you wanted to make a story based because
I
of
would
last
shorten the cutscenes. Like, I would make it so they're no more than a minute or two and space them out further. That's what I would do. I feel like, I mean, to be fair, I've not been really paying attention to this, but I'm pretty sure you could cut this down substantially.
I think I'm positive that every single line is essential.
Yeah. Like those flying Uno colors.
You have to have the flying unicolors.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen.
He doesn't get it though, but
ことなんですか
No, but I mean, this is a really long cutscene in a single room, and the scenery should change.
yeah, like this is
Um,
honestly, it reminded me a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 4, which and one big
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4, but I've played the past Metal Gears. I've never seen a conversation in a single room this long.
That's true. They usually do switch it up
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is really long. I mean, I think we've been recording about 20 minutes now, almost getting close, and we have about 3 minutes of gameplay, I think. See, they could have cut to here basically, and then we'd be instantly caught up.
that guy looks like a zombie.
He kind of does.
I think this is gonna turn into a zombie tale, and it's all slowly.
Actually,
building
funny you
up to-
mentioned that. They're actually the next Yakuza apparently is going to be a zombie game or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really bizarre.
Isn't that bizarre? My friend was just joking with me about it. He was like, yeah, the next game's going to be a zombie game. I'm like, you're funny. You're joking. And I looked it up, and he's right.
I didn't even know like zombies were big in Japan.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I guess it's just
But like,
freshen
even
it up.
Halloween's not big in Japan, or from what I've heard, wasn't big in Japan until Disney, actually. Disneyland made a big deal out of it.
I see.
And then it caught on throughout the country.
The Nightmare Before Christmas stuff and all that.
Yep.
Gotcha. And they have it in Kingdom Hearts. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Are we done? Are we done? Please open the door. Open the door. Yes. Walk out the door. Walk out the door. Keep going. Don't stop. No. What are you doing?
no, I almost forgot. I need to
Jesus.
speak to you for 20 more minutes in this room. Let's close the door and conversate even more.
Oh, guys, walk it back in.
終わりだってそんなヤクザまがいのやつにはもう上納金を立て替えるためのこれなんて貸してあげませんよ金借りるときに約束した条件守ってくださいね
I feel like we could probably make a drinking game out of this. Every
Oh.
time a character pretends to leave and doesn't, take a shot.
The whole game is just contained in this room.
Yeah, it's just like a really cramped version of Dead Rising.
親父いらっしゃったんですか
We're still in the room.
Oh my god, we are. The character left. The main character is gone. The protagonist walked out. He's getting on with his life, and we're still stuck here.
With this like peeping Tom listening in from the bathroom.
Man, Yakuza fans are gonna hate us so much right now.
I just gotta say his hair is amazing.
It is. That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
He's like a mix between E Honda and Carl Winslow.
I like it. Carlo Winslow.
とりあえず新井の兄貴にすぐ連絡を取ります
And you are done with 50% of the game.
Trophy.
連絡取れるまで電話を
God, I really do want to play this game. Can you just let me play it,
We
please?
we literally cannot skip this at all.
No, I've pressed everything.
Press
It won't-
start and everything.
Yep, pressing it. I tried different combinations of
Wow.
buttons.
あまり荒っぽい
Yeah.
ことになるのは避けた方が
Yeah, there really is no excuse for. Like, I can understand if the cutscene needs to be long and it's like
丸く収
and it's like really cool and it's sort of movie-esque, but this is really just long and drawn out and you're just sitting on couches and the only movement you get is the camera sort of slowly pivoting
Right.
around the back of the guy's head.
I really don't understand why not give me the option. Give me the option to skip the cutscene. I mean, you're not going to hurt anyone. Anyone who wants to watch the cutscenes will. Anyone who doesn't can skip it, and enjoy the game for what it is.
Right.
Or enjoy the game for what they want to make of it, at
Right.
least.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you there.
あの
I'm gonna see how long we're in this room for.
I know, right?
なんなんすか
I think the main character is probably an old man now. He probably, he's had kids, they've grown up, they've gone to college.
Oh!
Fade out! Okay, please
Wow.
don't load back to the same room. Oh my god, yes.
天下一通りでスカイ
It took him like 20 minutes to walk downstairs.
Oh, did you want to try your hand at this, Jimmy, for 3 minutes of gameplay?
Alright,
Okay.
alright.
他の店で融資を断られ
So we're out of the room, but we're still in a cutscene. It's like
Right.
the second level of the dream.
It's Inception.
Yeah.
やってるこ
We
と
got out of limbo. That's
Yep.
the good part.
ただまあ違うとこがあるとしたら他の金貸しと比べて融資の条件が変わってるってと
I
こ
was gonna make a reference to something, but I'm not going to.
What were you going to reference?
そういうことっすか
Nothing.
Was it the tsunami again?
ファイナンスって店じゃ
Well, I was just saying, unfortunately, like this store, if it were in Tokyo, wouldn't look like this right now.
You went there.
I
That's true.
didn't try to make a mockery of it.
Right.
I'm being very respectful.
変わったもんらしい
But yeah, it just comes up, you know.
I know, that's why I do think it's going to be weird, people playing this game as this crisis is going on in Japan.
Right. Does this actually take place in Tokyo?
店取ってねって話もある
That's a good one.
He holds his bags very weird. I
it does-
just want to say that he holds his bags very weird.
That does look weird. He also looks like he has, like,
伝説みたいな話
his arms look extremely long.
Yeah, like he's holding his. Whoa.
儲かる仕組み
Where'd he
Creeper.
come
I
from?
know.
一応
Oh, he's
うち
a
に来
kind
たみたいに
Yakuza
金
guy.
貸した客が飛ばないよう
He's freaking chilling with the homeless guys.
So, in this cutscene, yeah, he is. He just makes all kinds of friends. So, I feel like if this cutscene keeps up, we're going to have to change the name of this game and watch.
Just sit and watch.
Yeah, exactly.
山から金を借りた
Sit and conversate.
二度と奴から金を借りることはねえそうだ
Yeah.
それもわからんまあ
This is definitely a very story-heavy game.
Yes, this is the longest exposition I've ever seen for the intro of a game before.
Yeah, even Metal Gear Solid 4 wasn't this long as I remember. Yeah, this might be a record.
We should actually time to see how long this whole entire cutscene is from the beginning of us going into that room and
Yeah.
Because we're still in the cutscene now.
Yeah, we definitely are. Like, I'm almost wondering if, like, are we watching a movie now? Like, was that gameplay, like, just...
That was the whole game.
That was like, yeah,
now,
exactly.
Like, Sega's like, relax, put the controller down and enjoy.
I think we beat the game, and this is the ending, actually.
That was the first enemy and the last boss at the same time.
Well, that was fun, you know. I had, you know, it felt good. It felt good. I had a good time with the action sequence.
It better have been good. That was the whole entire game. Yeah, I mean, I played through the first Yakuza for a couple hours, and none of the cutscenes were this long. For sure.
Yeah.
Looks like Bruce Lee.
He does, actually.
But then again, all Asians look like Bruce Lee, because all Asians look alike.
I can neither confirm or deny that.
Do I look like Bruce Lee?
I didn't want to say it, Jimmy. No.
Wait, you're not? You're not Bruce Lee?
Actually, I don't know. With all the MMA practice you've been doing, you're starting to look a little bit closer.
Bruce Lee.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna start yelling like, what?
Okay, I'm feeling good about this, Jimmy. Feeling good about. I think gameplay.
Oh,
yes. All right.
Okay, I'm going to that club.
So I think.
Okay, so on the map,
the pink dot is where you want to go, I believe.
Oh, did you change the controls?
I didn't touch them.
I think, cause you like them not inverted, right?
Correct.
I like them inverted. So.
Oh no! I like them inverted as well.
Okay, was it Micah who didn't like them inverted?
Yes, it's just Micah doesn't. Yeah. Is Kobayashi a really common name, by the way? Because one of my old roommates had that last name.
The only Kobayashi I know is the guy who eats a lot of hot dogs.
Okay, so maybe not.
I think in Star Trek, that's what they called it, the Kobayashi Maru or something like that.
Oh, really?
That test. Did you not see the new Star Trek movie?
Actually, no, I did. That's right. I forgot about that.
So what are the buttons here? I know you started off the combat.
All I know is the one you're pressing now punches, or that kicks rather, and then circle, or not circle. I'm sorry.
So,
oh yeah, the circle grabs.
So it looks like square does this kicks.
Yeah.
And then
circle grabs.
Circle does grab, and then if I press circle again, it tosses them.
It tosses them.
And
you can walk around them
square.
Too. Oh, yeah, can you kick
kicks,
them? Oh, you can kick other people. Can you punch him?
Let me see.
Oh, he broke free. Oh, you only got 30 seconds, by the way.
Oh, it's a challenge. Okay, I got time to haul ass. I was trying to show everybody how to do this. No! If I don't.
Oh, dude, that tree just ate it.
Nice.
The tree is asking for it. Just growing up in the middle of a city.
I'm gonna start. Oh no! You fall down. You fall down.
It's like in Austin Powers when he tells the guard just to lie down, give up.
He's like power kick with the triangle. Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh no.
So what is this? What does this even? Guard.
Okay, so I think you must get some kind of reward for beating the challenge. So it's not crucial to the story apparently.
Okay, I was like, how does it even make sense? You have to beat them in a minute, or else they beat you up and you can't do anything. They hold your arms back and they punch you. Like what? How does that make sense?
No, had you been Super Saiyan the whole time, or did you just go Super Saiyan?
I'm pretty sure when it started out, I was like walking down the street.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you were Super Saiyan.
Probably
I wish you could go Super Saiyan during cutscenes. That'd be awesome.
I talk to you very ferociously. Oh, how do you? Okay, so when they block, I guess they want you to throw them.
Yeah.
Man, these guys can take a beating for sure.
Yeah, they can.
What? Oh, get up, so I can throw you back down.
Throw him into the tree.
Okay.
Oh, you pick up the tree. Pick up the tree.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Now this is like Dead Rising.
There you go.
Wow, that ended the match, dude. They could not handle your tree.
Should have picked it up earlier.
Yeah, right. He said a bad word.
You shut your damn asshole.
They're out of here.
It's so weird that they call you boss.
We're gonna make like a tree and split. What? It's weird that they call you what?
They call you boss. I guess, I don't know, it might be a Yakuza thing.
Yeah, it could be.
Alright, so this game, I guess it constantly updates you on where you're supposed to go, your main objective is.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, which is nice. So you're never lost. But it seems like this would be a world that they could easily get lost in.
Right.
I mean, I got lost enough when I was actually in Tokyo. I don't need to do it in game either.
What? Beat you
Minor
up.
situation. Yeah, right?
It's been a bit of a quarrel. There's gonna be a quarrel right here. Man.
Don't make me go Super Saiyan.
Well, I'm going in. Fuck you. Huh? Wait, sir.
Yeah, it is very odd that they didn't narrate the entire game.
Yeah. Let's see if I get to beat up some people in here, or if we watch another cutscene.
I was gonna say, how much you want bet? Give me another cutscene. Well, although I'm kind of liking this cutscene a little bit more already.
Nice. Yeah, so...
Like the only parts we read that loud are when like they swear at someone else. Oh! What's this? Is this gameplay?
Probably maybe a boss battle.
Maybe. Nope. Cutscene. Boss battle cutscene.
Checking out the dude, the blonde dude.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he? I was.
こんなのこの店じゃ市場価格の4倍は取られるぜ。
誰だお前。ボーイって感じじゃねえな。
Did he even ask you a question? I don't even...
I wasn't looking really, but
I was-
I'm gonna say no.
こんないい酒浴びるように飲むの。
He's drinking alcohol out of the palm of his hand.
Out of his very odd looking hand. His hand looks huge, doesn't it? Like, doesn't his hand look really
It
big?
looks like Dreamcast hands.
Yeah, I do agree with that actually. They do look like Dreamcast hands.
So gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. He's even got the actually no, I guess not. From that one angle, look like he had the Super Saiyan hair too, like pointed straight up, but
He looks like that bad guy in Rush Hour 1. Knocked out
Is that a
cold.
checkerboard on the ground?
It's a diagonal checkered, so...
I want to play life-size checkers.
話と違うじゃねえか。
Fight me, man in purple suit.
So is this how? I mean, is this basically what Yakuza 1 was like? Is this very?
It wasn't this cutscene intensive,
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, there were a lot of cutscenes in it, but they were shorter.
Right.
They weren't more than like a minute long.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Generally, yeah, I don't think. And they were more interesting. They weren't like, relegated to one room.
Right. Did they take place in the game engine or were they rendered? Do you remember?
Game engine.
Okay.
There might have been like the very first cutscene that was like all CG.
Right.
Other than that, it was all in game. Fight me!
Okay. I think something's going down here. No.
Oh.
No. Okay. Wait.
Oh,
Good.
wait.
All right. I sense goodness. Come on, gameplay.
I'm gonna mess this full up. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna cut you, that card. It's gonna slip.
Have you seen that one guy who can like throw business cards and like they land, like they impale themselves in like a wall, like a special kind of wall? Like you can flick them at such speed they like get stuck in this material. Like he throws it at.
So it's a skill that this guy has?
Yeah, he's like just whips it off, like he just shoots it out there, and like he gets stuck in like this dartboard he has or something.
So the dartboard is tailor-made to take in cards?
No, I don't think it's tailor made. Like it's like
okay.
It's like some kind of material. I think it's a generic dartboard or something along those lines.
Okay.
That he's able like to just propel the cards into and they get stuck. It's pretty impressive.
Freaking Gambit.
I know, right? Like, what if you could like go into a fight and just use cards as a weapon?
Yeah, like sharp little metal cards.
Yeah, like if you buy a deck, you got 60 weapons right there.
52.
Oh,
I
that's
guess
right.
with
Yeah.
With the Joker.
You're the Jokers. Yeah.
Take that out. Come on. I don't even know what game uses Joker anyways. Alright, I'm gonna whip this guy's ass.
All right, you do it, dude. I got faith in you.
Oh, king me!
Hey, you're a Super Saiyan. It worked. Oh, are those stools even like checker pieces?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Dude,
oh
they're
my
like
God.
they're like checker pieces. That's
Wait,
awesome.
where? How?
The stools.
The stools.
Like they're black. See those little podium, those little the black cushions on the ground.
Fuck him up.
Oh man.
Buddy. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the.
It's not really fair that you can.
How do I? Okay, I'm just gonna try to like pick up a piece and drop it. Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's trying to kill me though.
So I don't think
Oh,
it's
wait.
fair that you can go Super Saiyan and they can't.
Maybe he just doesn't know how. He hasn't attained that ability.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably.
He's
it.
not over 9,000 like I am.
Oh,
What?
QTE. Essence of countering.
Feel the heat.
Nice.
That was a nasty knee.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think these are just like seats. I don't think they're supposed to be like
the cushions. You don't think don't look like a
maybe.
queen?
I'm trying to
Play.
I'm trying to put it down.
Okay.
Can I even put it down? I'm trying to fucking play, idiot.
Yeah, you can only put it down. Oh, you can throw it, I guess.
Throw it,
okay.
So there's no timer for this one, I guess.
No, it doesn't look
So
like
this one
any
glows.
challenge.
I think that's a health thing. I don't know.
Yeah, stamina look like, I guess.
So I can, yeah, you can just throw them, but you can't send them back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to strategically throw it, the black piece away, until it lands on the
Okay.
piece. Don't hit me, motherfucker. That did not work. I was trying to. Oh! Yeah.
All right, nice, dude. You just murdered him.
Level up.
Wow.
I'm still
we
on
watched
fire.
him die for like 5 minutes. All right.
That's a good
cutscene.
good-
Yep. Oh.
So he basically got up to fall back down.
That's right. He wanted to die with dignity. Okay. All right. I think that's a pretty good look at the game. I mean, they got to see about 2 minutes of gameplay and
It's
a
very
lot of
cutscene
cutscenes.
driven, so.
So, what do you think of it so far? What are your?
I mean, I like story, but this is a bit much for me from what I
Yeah.
played. I think if you present story in an interesting manner, then it appeals to me.
Like through gameplay.
Like through gameplay, or if you're gonna have cutscenes. I'm not averse to cutscenes, but if you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
have
not-
them, you should have them like not that long and not that boring.
Yeah, I feel like do you remember like in the 64 and 32-bit era when cutscenes are almost treated like as a reward, and now
Right.
they feel like a crutch basically. Like the game is supported, like almost like a framework on which a game's supported now.
I feel like we're going back to that though. I think in the early days of this console's generation, I think that was the case. But I think with like BioShock and with Half-Life, I think we're going back to the minimalist style.
I hope so. I hope so. All right, yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. And because this relates so well to what's happening in the world, make sure to donate some money if you can to the Red Cross or whatever to help Japan. So.
Right.
All right. Well, that's everything. Stay tuned to GameXplain.com for more coverage of maybe not Yakuza, but at least a lot of other games. So, all right, take it easy.
See ya.